Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the NECA Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars Series 3, Penn and Teller. They are basically a pair in Hollywood, performing certainly at Las Vegas. Made perfect sense to have them in one joint review. Both figures come to us from Series 3 of the Simpsons 25 The Greatest Guest Stars. Both of them look like they come with accessories. Penn comes with his wand. Teller comes with an Orb of Energy. On the backs of the packaging, and actually the packaging is the same on both of them. Actually, no, wait. Sorry, different read-ups. I was going to say they should be the same, but no, different read-ups. The read-up for Penn, airing in Season 22, Episode 18, The Great Simpsina. It was aired April 10th, 2011. It says, if there's one thing bad boys of magic Penn and Teller dislike more than bulls, it's actually bull, asterisk, 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 so it's bull. It's magicians who steal tricks from other magicians. That's why in Season 22's The Great Simpsina, the famous duo take it upon themselves to destroy Lisa's magical nemesis, the thieving, fraudulent, and not based on anyone real, Craig Demon. And actually, now that Spot does look at it, it is the exact same read-up. The only difference is that because Penn is so much larger, which when I first started reading, I'm like, yeah, it's the same read-up. But because Teller is smaller, the read-up actually doesn't fit as far down on the page as it does for Penn. There you go. Despite that, though, they are using actually the same images, but they've flipped the images. So Teller down below, or Penn down below with his pin, is actually up at the top on Teller. Other figures that you can get from Series 23, we have Teller, Lisa Simpson, Bret Hart, Milhouse Van Houten, Stephen King, and then we have Michael Stipe, Peter Buck, and Mike Mills from REM, Mr. Burns in Springfield Files, and Leonard Nimoy. The read-up is actually the breakdown of characters are also the same, although they just flipped Penn with Teller. Spot's going to take a break. No magic really required. I'm going to take a break, get these two opened up, and when we come back, we're getting a better look at Penn and Teller. More heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. So, having a look at Penn and Teller, they do come with their fair share of accessories. Teller does come with, Penn, I should say, comes with his magic wand. You can take it and put into his hand. Only fits the one hand, as the other hand is open on Penn. Probably for casting spells or magical spells. On the flip end of it, Teller comes with an Orb of Energy. Outrageous. Now, the thing with the energy is that you have to kind of, first of all, you have to adjust his hands just right to about there, and then he fits it. And then you can kind of just bring his arm down to kind of close and make this a tighter fit. But the end result is something that looks like this. That is a great way to showcase the two pieces. The only downside, though, is with Teller, it does make him a little top heavy, so you have to do a little bit of adjusting. And like I said, his waist with all these figures are adjustable, so you have to just kind of tweak it and adjust his waist ever so slightly for him to properly stand. And he's probably going to have a little tougher time to stand than I had hoped. He'd stand a lot easier, certainly, if I had it on a flatter surface and not so much a fabric surface. So we'll just take the orb, and there's the orb, by the way. Nice sculpt really on it, and it's a translucent blue plastic. With light hitting it, it almost does appear as if it is glowing, which is a really nice touch. Let's first have a look at Penn. Now he's a big, I would say, actor. He's a big performer, but they've got him crouched, so he doesn't appear to be as tall as you would think that he would be. In fact, putting him next to Leonard Nimoy brings certainly the camera down. He is tall, but because he's crouched, he does look a little shorter than what he should be. Both Penn and Teller featured pretty much the same colorings in their suits. So Teller's is just maybe a little lighter than Penn's. Different ties, different colored vests, but really like the suits themselves are very similar in color, just Penn's is just slightly more darker. Penn also features glasses, similar to Stephen King. And the clear plastic works so well with the glasses. I don't know what plastic that they're actually using, but it's for a glasses appliance, it's some of the best glasses I've seen on a figure. Sometimes, you know, you don't really end up seeing the eyes very well with a lot of glasses on figures, but with Penn here, it works. Again, I like that they included the wand. Obviously, him being a magician, it's crucial, I think, to give Penn like a wand. For your articulation, we'll just take the wand out of his hand, just like so, and just put that to the side. For your articulation, Penn's head does rotate left and right, and there's his ponytail on the back. The ponytail is a harder plastic, so let's just say be a little careful with banging it, that this doesn't actually break off. His arms are also on his swivel, so they swivel all the way around. No swivel in the hand, however, he does have, once again, that swiveled waist. I don't have any of the World of Springfield figures on hand right now. I can do the comparison, but again, the big draw for these figures is not only are they getting a true likeness to the episode that they were featured in, but they also fit perfectly in with the other World of Springfield Simpsons characters. Individually rating them, Penn, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Moving along to Teller. Oh, there he goes. I'm going to say he's probably going to topple over. Moving along to Teller. Again, he's got a great look to him. Looks a lot like Teller. Very quiet, the mute assistant to Penn. The problem, I guess, with Teller is that unless you have him actually holding something, it doesn't look like his hands are pre-posed. They look like they really should be holding something. So when you're not having him with the orb, the energy ball, it looks weird that he's kind of just got his hands, you know, just doing what he's doing now. Also, thing to note too is that the yellow seems ever so slightly different, where Teller's seems a little lighter than Penn's. And again, getting Penn to stand. There we go. For your articulation, Teller has same swivel in the head. I find all these figures, when you first initially get them out of packaging, they're extremely stiff, which is no complaint at all. He has also swiveled arms, which they kind of, which is funny enough, because I guess if you get them around on his back, it kind of looks like he's looking for his wallet. Maybe not this hand, but the other hand he's looking for his wallet. He has also the waist swivel, which again, very crucial when you start swiveling the waist to kind of offset the front heaviness that putting the orb into his hand does cause. Just getting him again to stand, maybe not the easiest. There we go. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. It doesn't really want to stand. It certainly would stand better if it wasn't really on a fabric backdrop. Yeah, I mean, they're great looking pieces. Did I actually give Teller a rating? I don't think I did. I would give Teller here a 7. If I already gave him a rating, then Spot has completely forgotten, and Spot's getting old. Putting the wand into his hand. Two great looking pieces. It's, again, the kind of thing where you may not collect every one of the Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Star figures from NECA, but you might have personal favorites. For example, you might really like Bret Hitman Hart, which Spot's a big fan of wrestling, so I'm probably going to gravitate more towards that figure. I also really like Star Trek, and I really like Stephen King's movies. So Stephen King and Leonard Nimoy are great picks for me. If you're a fan of Magic, the Unknown, you're probably going to be wanting to pick these guys up. Great pieces, once again, from the folks over at NECA. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars Series 3. We're having a look at Magic experts Penn Jillette and his assistant Teller. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way, more Simpsons figures heading your way as well. Thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.